Say my name, baby.
JarradHD.
Say my name, baby.
JarradHD.
You smart. You loyal. You grateful. I appreciate that. Go buy your mama.
Coins.
Go buy your whole family.
Coins.
Put this money in your...
Ultimate Team.
Go spend some money for no reason. Come back and ask for more.
G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to episode number 15 of season 1 of the AS Roma career mode series. Terrible news to start off today's episode. Victory Barbo has suffered a lateral collateral ligament injury. He has been one of our best players this season and he is going to be on the sidelines for about 2 months. But a little bit of news that softens the blow is £4 million have been given to us for our Champions League dismissal, which isn't good, but £4 million, you can't complain about that. Pjanic tells me that he is having doubts about leaving the club, so I decided to pounce on the opportunity and put in an offer for him. So hopefully he does realise that it would be stupid to leave Roma and he accepts our contract extension. The first matchup of today's episode though is going to be a Serie A clash. We are taking on Sampdoria, Samuel Eto's new club, who are sitting in 15th position. We are sitting in 1st and we really need 3 points to push our lead at the top of the table to higher levels. We really want to just get a good lead and not have a stressful time for the last few games of the season. Here is the Sampdoria lineup. Only players that I recognise are Romagnoli and Viviano, the keeper and the centre back. But anyways, it is Sampdoria starting it off here, and I'm not even going to pronounce the name, presuming he is Polish, but that striker does give us, does give Sampdoria an early 1-0 advantage. Definitely not what you want. 6 minutes into it, at home, and you're down 1-0 to Sampdoria. Rossi, though, not happy about it, decides to play it through to Danilo. A beautiful ball there, and Sampdoria, that is a terrible piece of luck there. An own goal, not quite sure if we would have gotten to it. Viviano went studs up into bloody Turbe, but we now have a 1-1 scoreline. Ukako though, he's going to take a strike, and it is a good save there from Leno, denying them a go-ahead goal. And then just after halftime, Giuseppe Rossi cuts into the middle of the park, looking for an option, sees a run there from a Turbe, who takes the strike, but unfortunately it is saved from Viviano. It wouldn't have stood though, as he was offside. Pushing on, 4 minutes to play in the game, 9-goal into Jovetic. Jovetic looking for an option, he takes it himself, he keeps going himself. Jovetic with the shot, but it is a good save there from Viviano to deny us a late match winner. Off the resulting corner, a Turbe whips it into Emmanuelson. The Dutch left back takes the header, but it is a good save. Also goes off the crossbar. And then we're going to have one more opportunity here. Paredes on the ball, passing it to Jovetic. Jovetic turns around, Romagnoli takes the strike, but it is a good save from Viviano. If it wasn't for Viviano, we could have easily won this game, but the matchup ends in a 1-1 scoreline, so we have dropped points at home. And look at this, Marilyn Pjanic's agent, has told us to not bother offering his player a new deal. That is so annoying, considering he told us that he was considering staying, and now he says he definitely wants to leave. So we will just let it chill out for a few months and see if we can offer him a new contract at the start of next season. The next matchup of today's episode though, it is a huge matchup at home, I believe. At home once again. We are taking on Napoli, who are sitting in 7th position. You would expect them to be a little bit higher than that, but they are still a class team. Look at their starting 11, some amazing players there. Jose Callejon, Hamsik, Insigne, Inla, all those players. They're absolutely sick. We really have to watch out for them, and they just prove this right, as Callejon takes a strike 4 minutes into it, and if it wasn't for a great save from Bernd Leno, Napoli would have taken an early lead. Off this free kick though, 29 minutes into it, Hamsik sizes up his options, and he does take the strike there. It is a great free kick, but it just skims the net of the goal. Would have been very disappointed if that would have crept in. But Callejon here to Hamsik. Hamsik lays it to Zapata, and the Colombian player unfortunately puts it past Leno, and he gives Napoli a 1-0 advantage. Definitely not what you wanted at all. Terrible defending on my behalf, and Zapata has given Napoli a 1-0 advantage. Definitely not a great start to the matchup. We come into the second half though, looking to make things right as Vidal lays it off to Iturbe. Iturbe gets in space, slotting it past Rafael and giving us a 1-all scoreline 55 minutes into it. Absolutely fantastic goal there from Iturbe. My player of the season. He has been an amazing player. One of the best players I have used in career mode. Pjanic here sizing up a free kick. Takes it, and that is a great save from Rafael, denying the Bosnian midfielder a go-ahead goal. Walter Gargano, though, late on in the matchup, he heads it in there, but it is a comfortable save for Leno, who does throw it away. We now attack the counter-attack. Pjanic looking for an option, takes it himself. He's going to outpace Koulibaly, gets past the terrible slide tackle option. Can he give us a late winner? But unfortunately, it is a good tackle there from the Napoli defense, a clutch tackle. The referee blows the full-time whistle and we get a 1-all draw against Napoli, which is a decent result, but we really would have hoped to get all 3 points. The Northern Ireland International Football Association want us as their manager, but of course, I am going to be saying no. The third matchup of today's episode, though, is away from home. We are travelling to take on Torino, who are sitting in 13th position. We are 1 point clear of Fiorentina at the top of the table, so let's hope we can get 4 points clear. Here is the Torino lineup: Quagliarella and Nocerino, two of their best players. Of course, their goalkeeper, Gillette, he is a decent player. And we are once again rocking with a very strong lineup, trying to take every game as seriously as possible so that we can get a good lead in this Serie A title race. There is a huge chance that if we slip up in the first match or the final matchups, we could potentially end up without even Champions League football next season, as it is just that close. So we really need to be on our A game, and Jovetic, he understands this, as in the 76th minute, he gets past the defender there in absolutely fantastic circumstances. One-on-one the keeper, but that is a fantastic save there from Gillette, the Torino goalkeeper. Jovetic and Rossi combining. Rossi, one-on-one. Can the former Fiorentina man give us a lead? But he unfortunately cannot. 87 minutes into it, Jovetic once again on the counter-attack, looking to give us a 1-0 advantage. One-on-one with the keeper, and he does it. He gives us a 1-0 advantage late on in this matchup. Absolutely ecstatic, as you can see. He runs around the field like a madman with our teammates chasing. Jovetic, what a great signing he was. Definitely so happy that I did pick him up in January. Torino trying to equalise though late on the matchup, the 90th minute. They lay it to Quagliarella, but fortunately for us, they blow it over the crossbar. I would have not been impressed at all if we would have drawn that matchup so late in the matchup, but it all works out for the best as we go on to defeat Torino 1-0 on the road, which is fantastic, and that will give us a lot of confidence heading into this final matchup. It is at home once again. We are taking on Atalanta, who are in 11th position. We are still 1 point clear of Fiorentina, 2 points clear of Juve and Inter, and 4 points clear of AC Milan, who are in 5th position. Here's the lineup we are rocking. Once again, it is a strong lineup, basically the same lineup from the Torino matchup. Atlanta, though, don't know too many of their players. Do know D'Alessandro, and I do know Carmona. Oh, and of course, Gomez and Morales. I do know a few of their players. I remember Morales in FIFA 13, I think it was, Matt HD Gamer made a video on him being the cheap Messi, so we really need to watch out for him. And I don't know what my defense was doing. I was controlling the left back, Manuelson there, and they just let Gomez run through and take the shot and give Atalanta a disappointing 1-0 advantage. But we look for the swift reply as Jovetic, here's one-on-one. We lay it across goals to Giuseppe Rossi, who does make it a 1-all scoreline 20 minutes into it. So definitely not for long did we trail in this matchup. Giuseppe Rossi tying this ball game up, and hopefully that can give us some momentum for the rest of the matchup, as before the halftime interval, Giuseppe Rossi gets inside Drame, passes it to Pjanic, who looks for an option, takes the strike himself. It is straight at the goalkeeper, who spills it straight out in front, but luckily for him, his defenders were able to clear it. Pjanic whipping it into Manolas here, and a goal line slide tackle clearance. That is insane. But Danilo with the strike. What the hell? The right back hitting it off the crossbar from about 20 yards out. That would have been insane if he scored that. Absolutely crazy attempt. And Manuelson, he gives him the approval thumbs up. But as we push on here, 5 minutes to play, Carmona on the ball, he's looking for an option, pass it back to Sigarini. Sigarini plays it through to Drame, who takes a strike, and unfortunately gives Atalanta a late 2-1 victory. I did miss the animation, but that is so heartbreaking to go down in the 90th minute. Absolutely frustrating and not a great way to end the episode. But fellas, see how close I was telling you the table was? We lose a game and we drop down to 3rd position. 2 points behind Fiorentina and 1 point behind Inter Milan. If you did enjoy this episode though, make sure you smash the crap out of that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. But most importantly fellas, have a fantastic day. It's been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.